Hey everyone. So thank you again for visiting my channel and watching the video. And today we're going to talk about maintaining your energy. We're going to talk about relationships and how that can affect your energy and the emotions associated with that, okay? So, a thing that's happened to me a lot of times and recently is there have been people that they just don't respect your boundaries or they insult or abuse you. I've experienced this. And so, in those relationships, sometimes there's not a healthy energy exchange. Sometimes it's not a healthy relationship for us to be in as much as we might care about that person or love that person. It could be a family member, it could be a romantic relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be any type of relationship. Because in any type of relationship, there should be an even type exchange of energy. So if you're giving more than you're getting, or you have someone that's very demanding of your time and your energy and always needing help, advice, or something from you, more so than you require from them, that could be an uneven exchange of energy, right? It doesn't mean you don't like that person or care about that person. It could just be that that person is demanding more than you're comfortable to give and more that you have available to give of your energy because of everything else you have going on in your existence, in your life, with whether it be your family, your children, your spouse or partner. There's other things we have occupying our time, and it's not often possible for us to make our entire life revolve around one person, and you should not have to, right? You should be able to have different relationships, activities you like to do maybe alone or by yourself, work, a career, a business, and your entire life doesn't have to revolve around one or two people just because they think they need that kind of energy from us, right? They might act like demanding of your time, space, or energy. They might act like they should be more a priority than they are, and maybe that's the case, but it depends, because if that's an uneven exchange or that relationship is getting in your way of being able to do other things you need to do that are important to you and your needs and your self care, then that can be a dangerous thing, right? Because you have to have time for yourself, your self needs, your self care, and that's not selfish. It's just being a person, right? We're allowed to have our own stuff going on and not have to make everything about another person. And we've got other things going on in our life. So, in any kind of relationship, that other person doesn't have to be your sole focus. That's not normal. That's not healthy. That's a codependent type of relationship. It's not good. So, and some experience I've had is just either something specific happened that triggered it, and there's usually also, you'll notice like a pattern over time. This person is becoming more demanding of you, or more critical, or insulting you, or asking you for advice or help, and then acting like what you said was, kind of ridiculous or not right. I mean, if someone is coming to you asking for advice or help, they should have kind of like a caring towards you and your time and energy, as well as gratitude for the fact you're going out of your way to help them. Even if they don't like the advice or what you have to say, they should still be grateful, that you took the time, because our time is energy. And a lot of people don't think about that, right? But it is. Our time is part of our energy, and we need our time to spend in our self care and self love activities and our wellness activities, like could be yoga, could be my Reiki. I need that time, right? And that's keeping me well. That helps my mental and physical well being, my mental health and my health, my wellness. So that's important. And if other people can't understand that you need things like that, they really aren't healthy to have in your life, because everyone should be allowing you to have space for your needs as well, right? It's not part of a relationship to sacrifice your own needs for someone else, right? I mean, if someone needs our help, we'll try to help them, but we shouldn't have to sacrifice what we need to help them. They need to have a level of independence where they can help themselves with some things, right? Besides depending on us for everything, unless it's like our child or a disabled spouse that needs our help or something that needs more attention. We shouldn't have to sacrifice our needs for someone else, right? That's not right. And they really shouldn't expect us to. It's not right for them to expect us to put their needs before our needs, in a friendship or something like that, or a family member. It could be a business, could be a coworker. You've got your own job and stuff going on, and maybe they want you to do their job too. That's not right because everyone has their own things to manage and your own priorities. And a real relationship, people should be respectful of you. In a friendship or romantic relationship, that other person has to respect your needs and they should be caring and concerned about your needs, right? It's not all about them. There should be a two-way road, an energetic exchange. And if it's not there, what's going to happen with that relationship? You're probably going to have to start to feel kind of discarded or kind of abandoned, like you're giving more and you're not getting what you deserve. You might feel like your self-worth is challenged. You might feel overly criticized or insulted, disrespected, if those kind of things are going on. And what's going to happen from there? It's either going to make you affect your self-worth and how you feel about yourself, and you're going to internalize that, which is unhealthy and not right. Or you have to stand up to that person. You either have to make a boundary or communicate something that has to be done, or else you're going to have to get them out of your life. There's options there and things that are available, but, depending on the circumstances, if it's something abusive, I recommend get out of that, stay away from them because it might not be safe for you, and you need to be safe and cared for by the people you're in relationships with, right? So those are personal decisions to make, and I can always offer advising session to help with that if that's something that does impact you and you need some advice on. Because again, I've experienced a lot of this. I've lost family, friendships, romantic relationships. I've been divorced twice and remarried now. And I've just experienced all of that, right? So it's something I'm happy to assist with. But again, what I want y'all to realize is your needs are important. Your self worth is important. If someone makes you feel like you're not valuable or you're not important or like they think they're better than you don't have to have that in your life. If you don't want that in your life and it's painful and hard for you to deal with it, you can completely, get rid of them in your life. And that's fine and that's acceptable. And it's the right thing to do sometimes because you shouldn't be abused or put down by someone that's pretending like they're in a relationship where they like you, right? Some people just want to take advantage and they don't really like us, but they think they're getting some kind of gain out of having a friendship or relationship with us. There's something like advice or attention that they're seeking to get out of it, but they don't really like us as a person. And, again, that's not right. If you feel like you're not valued as a person and your needs aren't taken into consideration, you have a right to get out of that relationship and disconnect from that for your own self love, for your own self worth, and for your self care. You know, our mental health is just as important as anyone's. And there's some people that'll make you feel like you should sacrifice for them your well being or that they've got it worse, so your needs aren't as important. Well, it's just not true. Your needs are still just as important, and your self care and your self worth and your value in yourself is the most important thing. It's essential for you to have a happy, fulfilling, well life of wellness because you got to feel good about yourself. You got to have that confidence and you got to have the rest and relief you need for your life so you can show up strong and do the things you want to do and achieve your goals. So it's super important and it's valid. And I just want you to know that today, that it's valid and that your needs are important and that I'm here to support you in that if there's something you need to detach from. Not every relationship is meant to last forever, and sometimes it's not healthy for us to continue in it. And I don't want you to be doing anything that's unhealthy or unsafe or unwell. So take that into consideration. And like I said, if you're feeling put down or insulted, maybe there's a reason. You might can communicate, set a boundary of some type, and continue the relationship, or it might just be too painful and hurtful, you know? Because if they don't apologize or they don't seem like they're sorry or realize they did anything wrong, well, that could continue happening. And that's not, again, that's not healthy. And there's certain things people do, it's kind of like they should have known that they shouldn't have done that, you know? I mean, it's really hard because you might feel bad for them, but at the same time, you might think, wow, they shouldn't have talked to me like that and they should have known that it wasn't right. So, but again, happy to assist an advising session. If you need to work through any of that or you're going through any of that, just reach out and follow me, Autumn Rainbow, on Facebook and get involved in our Dream and Vision Design group. That's my group on Facebook. And thanks for watching, following, and being a subscriber. I appreciate that, and I hope you find value in what I've said today.